Alright, so now talking about track groups. Gives you the ability to edit multiple things all at the same time. If you've got when you're doing the drums, you're going to have to select 11 tracks all at once. You can do that with just one click. So the way that you create a track group is go to the little menu tab. Well, first you have to go to the mixer tab, and then you go to the menu button here, go to create group. I just click on the groups that I've got, hit the return button. That'll pull up our menu. You can label it, so I'll just call it guitars in our fictional little session right now. And then you've got a bunch of different things that you can do. Custom gives you every option. Edit mix, and then if you go to custom, it'll show you what the edit and mix is. So if I click OK, it's got the guitar group created. I can engage or disengage that, so turn it back on. And then that way I can then start changing and kind of mixing. And that way you can sort of set a rough mix while you're editing to kind of hear what it is that you're doing. Double click on something, it'll move it back to neutral or its 0 dB setting. Same thing, any pan settings or anything like that. So if you need to undo something quickly, if you boosted it and then realized you didn't want to do that, you can just double click it and set it down. If you make a couple edits quickly in a row, it's easy to accidentally double click it and start sending them all over the place. So you'll get used to that. So that's basically the track groups, and that way you can edit a bunch of things all at the same time. And just to show a point, I'll do a quick little cut. So I'm going to cut just right here, and I'm going to highlight this section. The option button will let you copy something, and if you're snapping to the grid, it'll copy and fly it around nice and easy. So I've just copied it down into Pete's thing. Now if I click on it, it's going to select both of those tracks because they're both part of that track group, because we created a track group of Rob and Pete, and then that way they'll select both of them. And that way if I want to then cut again across the guitar tracks right here, I can just hold down the C key and then I can make another cut or another edit in order to do that. So if I want to undo everything that I just did, go to undo history. That'll open up our window. I've got split sound. You can kind of see what it was that you did, and then click back to there. And that looks like our starting point. So now we're finally ready to try to do a little bit of editing. So as far as the way quantizing really works is we've got these grid points. Right now I've got the whoops, about our snap to set to quarter notes, which it makes the most sense. I was just sort of making a quarter note clicking noise into the mic. So if I want to zoom in and see it a little bit clearer, you see that you've got the number 1 and then 3 zeros, and then 1 and 2 and 3 zeros, 1, 3, 3 zeros, 1 and 4 and 3 zeros, and then 2. What that is beat 1, beat 2, beat 3, beat 4, beat 2, beat 2, beat 3, beat 4, beat 3, and it continues on. So I just kind of zoom up and get rid of these other tracks so I don't have to look at them. That's right, I've got the stupid group on. So that I've just got the one group, the one track open to edit. Grab down here to make it a little bit larger. Now I can see my sound bites pretty well. What I'm going to do is make a couple edits so I can see that this one's a little off the line. So basically what the quantizing thing, there's different ways to do it. You can have it automated, but for where you're at, I think the easiest way to just get the work done, and then that way you know it's done, is first go over here, turn off the grid so that you can click anywhere, and then you just want to go up right to where that waveform sort of spikes, and then just click on it, and then that's going to cut it. And basically just do that along each one of them. And do it to a few of them. So now I've sliced all of those up right on top of where it looks like that's going to be at, and then the next step is going to be to quantize them.